Hey, welcome to the show. Today we're going to talk about fractions. We are using the book Marvel Heroes Math Made Easy. I'll have a link down below where you can find that on Amazon. So let's go ahead and begin. Anytime you want to try these problems on your own, you can just pause the video and then when you're ready to check it with me, hit that play button. Okay, we are talking about fractions. Fractions is maybe a little scary word to some, but it's just, you're just breaking whatever it is, the part or candy bar or an apple or pizza or pie, and you're breaking it into even groups. For instance, if I had a pizza right here and I had three friends, we would divide that into thirds. So one is the numerator and three is the denominator. If this was a chocolate bar and I had my three friends come over, or I guess two friends, because it would be two friends plus myself, I wanted to divide that into three equal pieces. So I have 1, 2, 3. This would be 1/3, that's a 1/3, and that's a 1/3. So you add them all up together and you have one whole number. So, all right, let's go ahead and begin. So it says color 1/3 of each shape. That is already done for you right here. So we just move on to the next one. Color 1/2 of each shape. All right, let's do that. Let me see, what color should I use right now? Let's go ahead and try our blue. So I'm just gonna do this. It's not gonna be the best coloring, but it kind of gives you an idea of what it is. So that is a half right there. Let's go ahead and color a half of this. This is a square, and square is kind of cool when you divide it. You can divide it like this, long ways, from this point all the way to this point. So I'm just gonna go ahead and color in this part here. Color, 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 color. It's actually relaxing the color, isn't it? I should get my crayons out, that'd be fun. Let's go ahead and color a half of a circle. This could be like a pizza. Believe me, when I am hungry, I can eat a half of a pizza. Might even eat a whole one too. So I like pizza. Hey, in the link down below, let me know what your favorite kind of pizza is. All right, here we have a triangle. We're going to color in half of a triangle. Half of a triangle, color, 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 color. All right, that was fun. All right, let's move on here. We have fourths, 1/4. Now, if you look at the denominator of 1/4, let me go ahead and rewrite this here. This is the numerator. That's what you call the number on the top. And the number on the bottom is the denominator. Denominator starts with D, and I always remember that because I put D like down, so denominator. And so here it says color 1/4 of each shape. You get to choose. It's just 1/4 because remember, this is 1/4, that's 1/4, that's 1/4, and that's 1/4. All right, so you get to choose any of those spots and then just color it in. So if you chose a different one, that's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and color that in. All right, let's move on to the next one here. You get to choose, just color 1/4. This time I'm going to take the bottom square and color that in. Color, 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 color. It's so relaxing to color. And we're going to choose one here. This is like a pizza or a pie. Oh my goodness, I'm talking about pizza again. I don't know. Every time I'm doing fractions, I always associate a circle like that as pizza. This is a different kind of shape. This is a triangle, and it's actually divided into 4 equal triangles. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to, go ahead and fill in one of those triangles. I'm going to do the one right in the middle. All right. Great. How'd you do? All right, let's go ahead and move on. Now we're going to do 1/3. So remember, we have 1/3 here, 1/3 there, 1/3 there. So, and you know, it's kind of interesting when you're doing this. So if I were to add this one and this one, this is 1/3 and that's 1/3, so they would both equal 2/3. But we'll get more into that in another video. We're just going to color 1/3. Just throwing out a little math fact here and there for some advanced learners and trying to give you something to think about. So this right here, did you see what they did? They just kind of turned it over and they said, hey, don't get confused if it ever turns directions. It's still 3 equal parts. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this part in. Color, 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 color. I have some drawing videos on my other channel. I have a channel called Lampofilm. So if you like drawing, check those out. Let's go ahead and fill in the middle one. We'll color that one. And then I'll color this one here. This is 1/3. So why are we doing this? Just to get a visual representation of what 1/3 looks like, and 1/4 and a half. Did you notice right here we have half, 1/4, 1/3, and now we're going on to 1/8, and then we'll do 1/16. And we'll talk about these fractions toward the end. So right now, let's just go ahead and do what they want you to do, and that is to color in 1/8. Let me raise this book up just a little bit here. And of course, this looks like a pizza, but the pizza slice is sure getting smaller compared to a quarter or 1/4. 1/8 is starting to get a little smaller. That's interesting. All right, go ahead and fill in 1 here. 1/8. When you do things like that, oh, look at this. These triangles are all over the place, but they're all equal. When you do this, try to say that the number or the fraction, 1/8. This is 1/10, so just say 1/10. All right, gonna fill in right here. And then a triangle or piece of pizza. It's getting smaller. So I don't know if you can see that up here, but this is a half. This is 1/4. This is 1/3. This is 1/8 and 1/10. Now take a look at the numerators. The numerators are all the same because we're talking about one piece of this. If we were going to be talking about 2 pieces, then we would have like 2/8. If we were talking 3 of these, it would be 3/8. So we're only talking about one part of this fraction. Now look at the denominator. The denominator is right here is 2, 4, 3, 8, and 10. This shape is divided into 2 parts, and that's why the 2 is there. This shape is divided into 4 parts, and that's why the 4 is here. This shape is divided into 3 parts, and that's why the shape is there. What about this one? Divided into 8 parts, so it's 1/8, and this is divided in equally into 10 equal parts. Now, when we look at fractions and I say, well, would you like to have a half of a pizza, 1/2, or would you like to have 1/10 of a pizza? Now, a lot of students, when they're just beginning, they're saying, I want 1/10 because 10 is totally bigger than 2. But remember, how many times am I cutting that piece of pizza? I'm only cutting this pizza into 2 equal parts. Here, I'm cutting it into 10 equal parts. So the idea is that when this number starts to get bigger, that means I'm cutting it into bigger pieces, and each piece is now getting smaller. So a half of a pizza is way bigger than 1/10 of a pizza. Can you imagine if I were to say 1/100th of a pizza? How small that piece of pizza would be, because I need to take that pizza and divide it so that 100 people could eat the same pizza. So again, this number on the bottom, the denominator, when that starts getting bigger, this piece starts getting smaller. So what piece would you like? Put that in the comments there. Would you like a half of a pizza, 1/4 of a pizza, 1/3 of a pizza, 1/8 of a pizza, 1/10 of a pizza? Maybe you would like 100th of a pizza. It'd be interesting to find out. Hey, thanks so much for joining the show today. We have our Captain America here. I hope you have a great day. I hope you're being safe out there, having fun, and I just want you to have a beautiful day. Adios. Goodbye.